A pleasure to meet y'all at last. Now, coming back from kind of a little break here because of all the busyness I've practically been putting myself through, I honestly feel that I should start getting to work on some of the other works that I have been planning on doing for quite some time. Because after all, it's January 12th, and I'm just 15 days away from the premiere date of Nerf Secrets Revealed Season 6. And Hot Wheels Hilarity and Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo, as I've stated multiple times, well, I've still got plenty of time for both of them. Though I have been working ahead on Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo. That's probably one of the biggest spoilers I've got so far, but yet I feel that that's okay for me to do now, because since I've already stated that Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo is going to be coming around this March, I only feel that it was just appropriate to keep on spoiling, as it just already took place. Spoilers already took place the second I said that Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo would be coming around March 10th. And so now I feel that it's all out. I'm just going all in at this point with giving out details as to how some of my works are going to have certain specifications based on how many episodes they're going to have, how long is each episode going to be. But at this point, I'm really just considering how long I should try to work on every one of them, because of the fact that, well, I did miss an entire day of work almost on this. And it was all because of mostly all the busy stuff I practically just put myself through throughout that whole day on January 11th as well as January 10th. But then again, I feel like I'm just putting myself through even more work than necessary. It's also the fact that, well, I just have too low of stamina and I'm going to need some more rest. Lately, though, I've actually had myself quite a big share of thrill happening here. Because as it turns out, we're going to have ourselves lots more content to come around. And as I have actually said, that there is actually going to be some new Hot Wheels Hilarity related content coming around at this point. And I have actually done quite a lot of work on them, and I've already gotten some finished. There's probably at least one video on Hot Wheels Hilarity that had already been uploaded at some time recently. Let's also discuss the fact that, well, this right here is actually going to be the main point of this whole vlog here, but I am finally finished with Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo Facecam Specials Insurgents. 9 episodes, that was, every Tuesday and Thursday. I managed to have 9 episodes. December and January, that was just about it for me. Although, at some point later on here in 2019, I'm actually going to try to at least consider doing that again. Because I did have quite a lot of fun last time, and if you think about it, I mean, episode 9 I think was probably my favorite, and probably the funniest out of all the episodes of Facecam Specials Insurgents in Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo. Episode 9 was just really spectacular. I mean, I started to go all out with my speech. I try to go as loud as I can, because apparently loudness is just what gets the fan base pumped up for gaming videos, and I feel like doing the very same thing. So I just did that right then and there. I just straight up engaged in the loudness factor of speech, just to try to entertain others in Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo. I've rarely done this because of the fact that, well, I do have other people around in this house that mainly do not want to have too many loud noises take place, because, of course, this is a suburban neighborhood, and there's often been times in which that the police have been called for complaints on loud noises, as well as certain assaults on animals. So, of course, I plan to just keep the peace as good as I can. I'm not going to let it be disturbed at this point in time, because I'm a hard worker and I do not want to have myself some type of criminal record on my head. Or on my life even. I'm not bound to have anything like that occur. So, that's why I plan to usually keep it quiet as best as I can. Sometimes try not to even talk at all, but that's just the downside as to what the fan base would do when it comes to watching gaming videos. They would think that it's just a waste of time to have someone play video games and yet not utter a lot of loudness into their speech, which of course levels up the popularity of certain videos. And that is certainly why lots of videos out there today that associate with gaming have very loud voices in them, done by the players of these games, which are also the YouTubers behind these gaming videos. And they just really bring up the subscriber count and the view count to these videos because of their loud voices and how loud they really make. I mean, there's lots of times in which I've seen gaming videos out there that have actually had plenty of loudness in them. And it's not from the games themselves, no. It's actually from the people playing these games. And that is actually a good reason as to how these videos have more than tens of millions of views nowadays. Even if they're 10 years old or even, they still have millions and millions and millions and millions of views because of that. Not to mention the fact that how skilled these people are when it comes to playing certain games. I've got great skill in multiple games, and yet I try to go with the loudness factor with my voice, and yet that just doesn't really make a difference. Because Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo, Space Camp Specials Insurgents Episode 9 is just wow. If you look at it right now, it doesn't even have 10 views on it. Not even close. I only had it uploaded a few days ago, too. But nevertheless, I'm still going to do whatever it takes to get my view count to come up. If I have to tell the entire world about it with my own mouth, rather than to just share it to them online, then that's what I might as well do. But enough about that. As I've said multiple times, I've still got my plans arranged for all the content that I'm going to be having this year. And there's also the fact that, well, it turns out Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo, whether I utter a loud voice or not, it doesn't really seem to make a difference. But I feel like if you really want to see more, go down on my channel. If you really want to look for some more content of me pretty much just yelling at a game, if that is ever going to come, by the way, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.